each other, ain't no hiding this.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Las Vegas Raiders. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start. At the 25. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
It looked like the career of the two-time Pro Bowler might have been coming to an end. Instead, Baltimore called, and Freeman ended up with 576 yards as their starter for much of the year. The ninth-year pro hopes that this will lead to an excellent second act to his time in the league.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. They give it to Freeman up the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Murray's throw brought in by Austin. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first and 10, here's Murray. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So no gain on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Sliding out of the pocket, and complete right side to Cook. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To Johnson again. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is third and goal. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The kick by Elliott is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The Raiders at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Now a play fake. Carr. It's caught here by Adams. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2021 was the first time in Jacobs' career that he failed to reach 1,000 yards in a season, but his scoring didn't slow down at all. Still finished with 9 touchdowns in 15 games, and his 28 touchdowns since he entered the league are the 5th most in the NFL.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. They hand off to their big tight end.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On play action, now Carr.
That one into the hands of Adams downfield.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Cardinals will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Oh, he's got a little Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Devontae Freeman.
His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But
that's into a crowd and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to have it here just past the 25.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Murray. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams with career touchdown number 75. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Running from the gun, Johnson. Good move by Duke.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Up the middle, Johnson. Good move by Duke. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. And this is Cook with a grab.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Third and 2, and here's Murray. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Touchdown! Marquise Brown, as the first half is winding down. And the Cards will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On play action, it's Carr. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They begin the drive with Johnson. Taken down at the 42.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. Austin's got it left side. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner Murray being chased out left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Johnson. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Play fake. Murray. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Murray and company going for it on fourth. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And the Raiders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Carr now to throw. And he'll find Moreau here. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From up here in the booth, looked like he started to make his cut into the middle of the field right as that ball was being released. That's how you draw it up.
Exactly how you draw it up, but you don't often get that result because that means absolute confidence from both the receiver and the quarterback to know both will be in the spot they're supposed to be.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Carr to throw again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Jacobs again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, We picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
A huge play there for Arizona. 42 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go to Johnson again. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
Yeah, not in any rush offensively.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Come on.
Here's Murray. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tavon Austin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Play action. Now it's Carr. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Mario Addison just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Now Carr.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And brought in by the tight end Cook. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jared Cook, 30 yards.
And the Cardinals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.